What's up, everybody, and welcome to Read the Bible with me. I'm Stan Jr., and today we're looking at chapter 3 of the book of Judges. If you're new here, go ahead and click subscribe to this channel and turn on your notification bell. We post a new video every single day, and I would love for you to be notified when we do that. If you're a Bible Club member, hi, good to see you. Thank you for being here. Go ahead and click this channel and give it a thumbs up, as well as leave a comment below so I know that you are here. A Bible Club member is a person that supports this ministry so that we can support a ministry called Voices of Martyrs with a monthly gift. And we send out Bibles each month to persecuted Christians around the world. And we also send out missionaries to minister the gospel to far-reaching places that no one ever really gets to get to. All right, so if you would like to support this ministry with $10, you can click the link below, patreon.com. So let's look at chapter 3 of the book of Judges. It says, "Now these are the nations that the Lord left to test Israel by them. That is, all in Israel who had not experienced all the wars in Canaan." Remember, God tests, the devil tempts. The devil tempts because he does not know. God tests because he does know what to do. And so the devil tempts because out of his ignorance, and God tests you out of his omniscience. We attribute too much to the devil. The devil is not all-knowing, all-powerful, all everywhere at the same time. Those are attributes of God. And so the devil doesn't know. So he has to tempt you to see what you will do. God does know. So he tests you to mature you. He tests you to grow you. And we see why he tests Israel right here is it because in verse 2 it says, "It was only in order that the generation of the people of Israel might know war, to teach war to those who had not known it before. These are the nations, the five lords of Philistines, and all the Canaanites and the Sidonians and the Hivites who lived on Mount Lebanon from Mount Baal Hermon as far as Lebo Hamath. They were for the testing of Israel, to know whether Israel would obey the commandments of the Lord, which he commanded their fathers by the hand of Moses. So the people of Israel lived among the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Perizzites, the Hivites, and the Jebusites, and their daughters they took to themselves for wives, and their own daughters they gave to their sons, and they served their God." So they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing. "And the people of Israel did what was evil in the sight of the Lord. They forgot the Lord their God and served the Baals and the Asheroth. Therefore the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel, and he sold them into the hand of Cushan Rishathaim, king of Mesopotamia. And the people of Israel served Cushan Rishathaim 8 years. But then the people of Israel cried out to the Lord, and the Lord raised up a deliverer for the people of Israel who saved them, Othniel, the son of Kenaz, Caleb's younger brother. The Spirit of the Lord was upon him." When you hear that, that means God is about to use this person for great work. Remember, the Spirit of God was not democratized yet. It wasn't poured out upon all flesh yet. It was just given to certain people to do certain jobs. This is called the anointing. They're appointed for the job. To be anointed means you are simply appointed. It's not some big supernatural thing, but you could look at it that way. But God is saying, I'm appointing you to do this job. You're going to get done because I say you're going to get done, and you're anointed to do it. So the Spirit of God was upon Caleb's younger brother, whose name was Othniel, and he judged Israel. That means he led Israel. He became a leader, and he went out to war. And the Lord gave Cushan Rishathaim, king of Mesopotamia, into his hand, and his hand prevailed over Cushan Rishathaim. So the land had rest for 40 years, and Othniel, the son of Kenaz, died. It's important to know that because of this guy's leadership, they were able to rest for 40 years. No war for 40 years. "And the people of Israel again did what was evil in the sight of the Lord. And the Lord strengthened Eglon, the king of Moab, against Israel, because he had done what was evil in the sight of the Lord. He gathered to himself the Amorites and the Amalekites, and went and defeated Israel. And they took possession of the city of the palms." As you can see, there's a theme developing here. They're doing evil inside the Lord. They're leaving what God tells them to do, and then they cry out to the Lord. Then the people of Israel cried out to the Lord, and the Lord raised up then a deliverer, Ehud the son of Gera, the Benjamite, a left-handed man. The people of Israel sent tribute by him to Eglon, the king of Moab, and Ehud made for himself a sword of 2 edges, a cubit in length, and he bound it on his right thigh, under his clothes, and he presented the tribute to Eglon, king of Moab. Now Eglon was a very fat man. And when Ehud had finished presenting the tribute, he sent away the people who carried the tribute. But he himself turned back at the idols near Gilgal and said, I have a secret message for you, O king. And the king commanded silence, and all his attendants went out from his presence. And Ehud came to him as he was sitting alone in his cool roof chamber. And Ehud said, I have a message from God for you. And he arose from his seat, and he had reached with his left hand and took the sword from his right thigh and thrust it into his belly. Not only did he just thrust it into his belly, and the hilt went in after the blade. So you know the thing that holds the blade, that piece that goes like this, that went in his body as well. For he did not pull the sword out of his belly, and the dung came out. So his bowels start to spill out as well. Then Ehud went out into the porch and closed the doors of the roof chamber behind him and locked them. Then when he had gone, the servants came, and when they saw that the doors of the chamber were locked, they thought, surely he is relieving himself in the closet of the cool chamber. So he just thought he was going to the restroom. So he locked the door, and they waited till they were embarrassed. But when he still did not open the doors of the roof chamber, they took the key and opened them, and there lay their Lord dead on the floor. Ehud escaped while they delayed, and he passed beyond the idols and escaped to Seirah. When he arrived, he sounded the trumpet in the hill country of Ephraim. Then the people of Israel went down with him from the hill country, and he was their leader. Then he said to them, follow after me, for the Lord has given your enemies, the Moabites, into your hand. So they went down after him and seized the fords of the Jordan against the Moabites, and did not allow anyone to pass. And they killed at that time about 10,000 of the Moabites, all strong and able-bodied men. Not a man escaped. So Moab was subdued that day under the hand of Israel, and the land had rest for 80 years. No war, just rest. After him was Shamgar, the son of Anath, who killed 600 of the Philistines with an ox goad, and he also saved Israel. So these are different men and women that God are using to save Israel from their repetition of cycle of corruption. And next time I see you, we'll be reading chapter 4 of the book of Judges. We'll be talking about the great judge, Deborah and Barak. And so, until then, I would like for you, if you're not a Bible Club member, to click the link below, support this ministry with $10 a month. You will not regret it. I guarantee you, all right? God bless you. And until next time, peace.